Hey, Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. How you doing today? Having a day out there. Was talking to my new neighbor. My new neighbor happened to be, he's a retired IRS auditor, CPA, IRS tax junkie guy. Knows everything. Tried to get him on the show so many times. Wait, we'll see. He's thinking about it. But I was sitting around with him the other day and I said, give me something that most people don't know. Give me something that most CPAs don't even know. Give me something solid that I can actually share with customers and share with all of you guys. And his number one thing, he went right to it, didn't even question it. His number one thing was people that owe the IRS money, you're back on your taxes, whatever, you agree to installment plans, things like that, where you say, well, I owe you 10 grand, I'll pay you little by little. They agree to terms they don't have to, and they agree to amounts that they don't have to. So you'd just be shocked how many people get scared and start agreeing to terms, making payments to the IRS when they don't have to. So he started talking. I let him talk for a good 20 minutes there. I'm going to share some of that information with you here today. I looked on the IRS's website, there's about 4 million people currently paying payment plans to the IRS because they can't afford to pay whatever taxes that they owed, or maybe they were audited and had late taxes or something. I'm talking to those people today. It can be stressful. Yeah, you know, a while back, the IRS sent me a letter and they said you owed $17,000 or something. And it was not a mistake. I actually did make the mistake and I was like, whoops, okay. And I was reading through what the plans were and I was like, wow, you could just pay like next to nothing forever to the IRS. It's not really a lot of interest and stuff. I paid it off, but I was like, wow, how many people would not be able to pay $17,000 for an honest mistake? Not that you're trying to get one up over on them. The way it works is most people that owe the IRS money owe less than $25,000. If you owe less than $25,000, the way it works is that you don't have to prove your assets, right? So let's say you owe less than $25,000. You don't have to disclose your assets. There's no financial disclosures or anything. They don't need to see it. All they know is that you owe them some money. You can agree to terms or do whatever you like there. But if you owe over $100,000, it used to be that there's a different game you have to play by. Somebody knows. Who's the $100,000 person out there? Somebody owed the IRS. You can attest to this. Now you have financial disclosures. Or if you can't make your payments, you could be here and not say, oh, I can't make my installment payments, or you could be here and it's just required that you disclose your finances to the IRS. What they want to know is that it's truthful, that you can't make the payments so they can work with you and figure something out. If you owe over $100,000, it's required. You've got to show them everything that you have there. That's a tough one because then it's not up to you whether you can afford it. It's up to them, right? So they're actually rolling out a new plan, and my neighbor guy was telling me about this. It's called the Non-Streamlined Installment Agreement, or NSIA, if you want to look it up. They did a test program. He was actually still a part of them when they did the test program there. And basically what it says is for people that owe between $50,000 and $250,000, they had a test program to say, it's the NSIA, by the way. They tested it out to see maybe they wouldn't have to have financial disclosures. Maybe there was some way that they could go about this here to where you could just make the payments and look through the terms and see what you like. Here's the key. This was kind of the cool thing that he was telling me here is you can't, and you could do this after you've already agreed to terms now with this new program, but the key is that your case has not been assigned to an IRS revenue officer yet. If that's the case, then you do not have to disclose your finances. If it has been assigned to an IRS revenue officer, then the limit is now $100,000. So anything greater than under $100,000, you would still, or greater than $100,000, you would have to disclose your finances there. The idea here is we want them to know as little as possible. If you made a mistake, you owe them money, you just want to sort of be like, all right, I owe you the money. Let me figure it out. I'll send you $5,000 now. I'll do payments of $100 or whatever it is. Whatever you agree to is fine. Read the fine print. I've been told numerous times there. And that's the case. Now, to participate in this program here, if you're in that ballpark, $225 is what they charge you up front, and then you don't have to show your assets, meaning you might not have to sell something. You might not have to take a little bit more of your income. You can make less of a payment, especially now when we're kind of stuck in these virus times here. It may be beneficial to you to, pay a little bit less and sort of say, hey, I don't have the money. I got my job, less hours and all that good stuff. All right, so that's that part. Also, if you owe them, and you get a letter, it says you owe some money or something, you may want to just go pay somebody to take a look at that and make sure that amount is correct, or that there are no other directions that you can go. Every case is individual, so I won't pretend like there's some magic rule here, but you may want to verify that. If you're about to agree to those terms, it's worth it to go get professional help on that. Chances are you need professional help because you made a mistake in the first place. Hopefully it's not the person that was helping you. But that's what I wanted to point out. Real short one here today, that you might want to check out the NSIA if you happen to owe the IRS a larger amount of money. Always look through, read patiently and calmly, read through everything, and know that there are directions for you to go. You might want to get some big help on right there. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Have a good weekend as well, and we'll see you next week.